everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know, it's been a while. It's been over a year. That's crazy how fast that year went. The last video I posted was January 2024, and I actually filmed that in November. So I actually haven't filmed a new video in a very long time. I have done filming. Last year I filmed a few videos that I just never edited and never posted because I just didn't feel like I felt like they were too forced. As much as I love making videos, it's been kind of a labor of love. At first, I really loved it. It was essentially my primary hobby, and so I poured pretty much all of my spare time and free time into creating videos, and I loved it. Then as life started to get a little bit more busy, it kind of became more like a chore, and I realized that I kind of didn't have as much to talk about. I covered the basics of living abroad, and that was great, but I think, and maybe a lot of you can resonate if you've been abroad for a while, you kind of get sick of talking about it. And not to say that I don't enjoy it, and I still will make videos about living abroad. If you follow me on Instagram, I have been not super active, but fairly active. I post a few videos here and there about living abroad and things like that. But I kind of don't want it, or I decided I didn't want it to become a huge part of my personality anymore. I think when you've lived abroad for a while like I have, I'm coming into my 9th year of living abroad, which is so crazy. You kind of stop wanting to be the person who lives abroad. Does that make sense? Yeah, I feel like this is a very privileged thing to talk about because, you know, I chose to live abroad. I moved here by my own decisions. I didn't have to. It was something that I wanted to do. And so to be like, oh, I'm bored of living abroad, that sounds so ridiculous. And it's not that I'm bored of living abroad. Like, I love Canada. I love Victoria. I'm still, as you can probably see, in the same place. But I kind of just grew a bit tired of talking about it. And my whole channel has been based on that. Other than travel vlogs, and honestly, even when we traveled, and we didn't travel loads last year because again, life was just super busy. But even when we did, I just didn't feel drawn to like pulling the camera and bringing it along with me as much as I did before. And I think going forward, this is gonna predominantly be more of a travel vloggy channel. If I post videos regularly again, I'm not quite sure, but if I do, that's probably what it'll be. I say this as I have planned a different video, but there'll be bits scattered in, obviously, because I live abroad. I am a Brit in Canada. I have been here for 9 years almost. I have gone through temporary visas, permanent residency, citizenship. I've been through it all, and I know that a lot of people are interested in that and want to hear me share about that and want to ask me things about that, and that's great, and I'm always happy to answer, but it's not something that I'm really that excited about talking about anymore. So I think that's really why I haven't posted that many videos. And I know that I have, you know, as I say, travel videos and things, and I'm going around Victoria, but honestly, this last year has been crazy. It has been so busy, and I know it's like, oh, poor you've been so busy. And it's not been busy in a bad way, it's been busy in the most wonderful ways. I think in 2023, I was getting really stuck in a rut about where I was and what I was doing, and you know, I still predominantly work from home, and it really started to eat away at me. And just to not, I'm a social introvert, but I'm an introvert, and so I found it really difficult to motivate myself to get out as much as I should do. And so I knew that I needed to make some big changes. And so in the back half of 2023, I started writing again. And I write for a living, and I write all the time, but writing scripts, which is something super exciting. If you didn't know, the thing that I love most in the world is theatre, and it's something that I didn't get a chance to do for quite a long time because of my own fears of not being good enough, and that's a whole different thing. But in 2023, I very much realized and made the decision to move back into that world because it's something that I love so much. It is something that resonates with me so deeply, and it is so ingrained in who I am as a person that it feels like, or it felt like, I was missing a huge part of who I was by not having it in my life. It's been so wonderful to be in a show, and obviously I'm with other Canadians, but there are a lot of British people there, and it just feels like, it's not like I'm the British person, and obviously I am, but it kind of has created this amazing community for me that I haven't had in a really, really long time, not since I had done theatre before, and it's taken up my whole life. It really has. Other than obviously my day job that I do, pretty much that, and I do that and theatre, and it's been amazing. And that is why the long story as to why I have not made videos, because I have been filling my life with theatre, and it's been wonderful. But I have missed doing YouTube. I've missed doing videos. I feel like I'm still very active in the YouTube community, watching other people's, but my tastes have definitely changed a lot, as they do, you know, as we move through life. And I just kind of was struggling to figure out what it was that I wanted to post. Also, and again, comes with the territory, but I find that the bigger that you get and the wider reach that you get from your videos, the weirder and more uncomfortable comments and messages seem to get. And as someone who is very much an introvert, it made me feel really uncomfortable. Some of the things that people would say, some of the things that they would message me. Sometimes, you know, you pour so much time and effort and energy into making a video, and someone can just make a backhanded comment, you know, about something silly that shouldn't even affect me, but it does, you know, it does. And I think when I was kind of in that point where I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with YouTube, I was like, why am I putting myself out there to get these kind of comments? Of course, I get so many more wonderful, beautiful comments than the bad ones, but for some reason as humans, we just like to hold on to that negativity. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but we do. So I think that's the reason. That's the reason why. Anyway, that's my long little catch-up video. I don't know if that's long, but I felt like I should come on and say something at least before I start posting any other videos. I do want to start posting a couple again. I don't know how frequent I'm going to be able to do it because I'm currently working on a show. I am potentially working on another one. A lot of things, life things are coming up that are just going to take up so much of my time. But I still want to show up and be here because this is something that I love too. And I miss everybody. I miss chatting to everyone. And yeah, I think another thing though is that with the current global climate, in all ways that word means, I have tried to stay away from social media. I have historically been quite active on Instagram, especially in 2023-ish, but over the last year I've kind of pulled away from it just because I find it doesn't do well for my mental health. I don't get a lot of benefit from scrolling on there like a lot of people. So I have posted videos on there that have done really well, and I'm so grateful for that, and I'm so grateful that people still want to hear my writing and listen to my voice and see the videos that I make. And I know that they're super important to people, and I still want to keep sharing them. It is a way that I can express myself and be creative. So I do those. I just don't do them super frequently. I only do them when I feel inspired to do them. And I do have kind of a backlog of videos that I have either written or voiced or edited but need to be edited some more. So I will keep posting them, but I kind of go on, post them, and then leave again. So yeah, Instagram, TikTok, I'm less inclined to be active on, but YouTube, I really love this platform. It's always been my favorite platform, and I would like to come back and create again. Especially now I feel a lot more confident in myself as a human being, as a person, I don't feel as afraid to put myself out there and kind of express who I am rather than, you know, we all wear masks, but I find that, you know, if there's one thing that I've learned in the last 18 months, it's that you find the best people and the best communities if you're just unapologetically and openly yourself. You know, I don't want to wear a mask and say, look at me, I'm so bubbly, because a lot of the times I am, but it's not me all the time. And so I don't want to feel like I need to post videos all the time. So when I do post them, I want you to know that they matter to me, and I really want to share them, and that I pour a lot of love and care and effort into them rather than just posting continuously. And I think there might be times where I hyperfocus and post a bunch of things, as I've done in the past, and there might be times where there's a gap. I don't know, we're all human and that's what happens, but I very much appreciate those of you who have stuck around, who are still here. It's so wonderful to come back and not see that everybody's kind of left and they're like, oh, you know, I came back to videos that have thousands and thousands of views on them, and that kind of makes me think I should probably contribute a little bit more to this community, because I do feel as human beings we should contribute to our communities, whether it's in real life or our online communities. So yeah, anyway, I'm glad to be back. This is a very long-winded video to say where I've been. If you've got to the end of it, thank you. I appreciate that you're so interested, and I hope to see you around. Drop me a comment. Drop me a comment. Type a comment. Send a comment. Say hello. Anyway, I do hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you soon. I'm gonna try and film a bunch of videos and edit a bunch of videos so I can post a little bit more regularly. I'm not making any promises, but I do have a couple of things coming up that I hope to create videos for, so hopefully I'll see you soon. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye. Maybe I'll still do this. Thank you.